So about 2 hours ago, I got my Bash Bunny in the mail, and this thing is awesome. It came out a few days ago, and you can find more information about it on bashbunny.com, but the idea behind it is this. It's a USB device, and it will emulate other devices like a USB keyboard, a Ethernet controller, or a flash drive, and because of that, the computer will trust it, and allow it to do some pretty dangerous stuff. So today, I'm just going to go through the USB Exfiltrator, which will let you plug in the Bash Bunny into a target computer and take files from the documents folder, or really any folder of your choosing. So I have the Bash Bunny plugged into my computer right now, and let's take a look. There's a payloads folder, and inside of that there's a library folder and two different switches. Now right now my Bash Bunny is in arming mode, so it's not actually going to run an attack, but there's a little switch on the side of it that lets me put it in one of two different attack modes, and depending on which one, it's going to deliver a different payload. Now the library folder out of the box comes nearly empty, but you can find the Bash Bunny payloads repo on GitHub, clone it, and move the files over. Now right now, as I make this video, the Bash Bunny is only a few days old, so you can expect to see more payloads in the future, but still what we have right now is really, really cool. Either way, what we're interested in is the USB Exfiltrator. So let's take a look. So first we have the README, and the README is just some basic information about the attack. The really exciting thing happens in payload.txt. First, the Bash Bunny is going to change its LED to red. It's going to do a few things, and then it's going to change it to green to let us know that it's completed. Now, in between all of that, it's going to change the attack mode into HID, or Human Interface Device. In other words, the Bash Bunny is going to pretend it's a keyboard. And because the computer thinks that the Bash Bunny is a keyboard, it's going to let it do a few things like press the Windows R key, which will open that up. It's going to wait a little bit for that, then it's going to run or input a string, and that string is going to open up a PowerShell. That PowerShell is going to call d.command, which is going to do a few things, and then call e.command. In e.command, it's going to open, or it's going to create the folder name that we're going to store the loot. We're going to make that folder, and then we call xcopy to move PDF files over from the documents folder onto the Bash Bunny. It's pretty simple. So yeah, that's just what's happening on a high level overview, and let's give it a shot. So we're gonna copy scripts over to the root of the Bash Bunny, and I'll take these guys up here, and I'm gonna move the payload over to switch 1. Cool. So let's give it a shot. So I'm going to unplug the Bash Bunny, put it into switch 1, and plug it back in. It's going to turn green for a little bit, do some setup, do its magic, and then it's going to turn red, which is what we told it to do in the payload. Right now it's running the scripts, and then it turns green. And now my documents are copied over to the Bash Bunny. And just to show what's actually happening on the computer itself, I'm going to plug in the Bash Bunny, and it's going to take a few seconds for it to communicate with the computer and for the computer to recognize it as a keyboard. So I'll just let that run. And there we go. So now if we check the loot folder, my documents have been saved onto my Bash Bunny. That was really easy. Now I just got the Bash Bunny about 3 hours ago, so I'm still playing around with the different attacks that are possible with it. But if there is anything in specific that you want to see, just feel free to drop a comment.